I'm not entirely sure if all of the industry understands what effectiveness is. I think it tells us that the need to educate people, agencies, not just planners, it's an agency and client responsibility. We've got to get better at that. If we can't prove the value of our work, then our livelihoods and our budgets and our salaries are all under threat. And I think there's a role for Cannes Lion to do more to help agencies who maybe don't have as greater resources as some agencies to get smarter.
I think that obviously in creative effectiveness, the more of the mature brands who do have attribution studies and spend a lot of time really understanding modeling and attribution tend to come out on top in creative effectiveness. So it tends to be more mature marketers versus sort of marketers that are on the smaller side.
I think in places there have been some entries which have been fantastic and very effective, but we've then gone back and said, is the idea equally strong? Is the insight really incredible? I mean, is this something we can hold up to a pedestal and say this is creative effectiveness? I think that's the last trend, if you ask me, you know, that even if you have some really great data, you need to ask yourself whether you have a fantastic insight.
I think, to be honest, the measurement of marketing effectiveness is still quite poor. The number of case studies that we saw where the validation of the success of the campaign was based on likes and shareability was amazing. There were many, there were tens of papers that were entered that I thought clearly shouldn't have been entered into creative effectiveness. No doubt there were creative pieces of work that obviously won at Cannes before, but they had no effectiveness data at all to back them up, and I was very surprised that that someone had even entered them.
What this award brutally shows is people's ability or interest and determination to actually go to the degree of proving it beyond reasonable doubt that did happen is still lacking in a lot of areas, in a lot of places.
Frankly, this is a global category, so you see things coming from everywhere, from the most prosaic and basic packaged goods categories to things a bit more sophisticated, to soft drinks, to spirits, to, again, as I said, pet adoption, a travel company. It's pretty wide, and I think it's great because part of the takeaway is that first, of course, creativity can come from anywhere, and also effectiveness. You can drive results with good creative in virtually any category, which I think is a great message for the creative community as a whole and for the marketing community as a whole.